So this gonna be a current clairvoyant investigative reading for March of 2026. Y'all make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. So what's going on for the current clairvoyant energy reading for February, not February, March of 2026? Call to investigate. What's going on for March of 2026 right now? The Chariot, Cancer energy, Message to Earth reverse, the Eight of Swords. Someone's trying to set someone up to put them in jail. That's what's going on for the current energy. I'm also getting there's something that is being investigated for over 18 years ago in regards into some activity that has been being done involving these individuals lying about children. There's something that's on an investigation 18 years ago. There's something that's been going on for a long time involving trying to put innocent people behind bars for the shit that they're doing. Yeah, Ten of Swords reverse. This is also illegally benefiting off of these individuals with finances. Page of Pentacles reverse all about financial instability. I don't really want to say that's irresponsible. That's more so the Knight of Pentacles reverse. But with the Page of Pentacles being a reverse, that's bad news in the earthy realm. Yeah, the Hermit card, so I'm right about that. Throughout these 18 years, or yeah, it could be 18 or something years with a 10 and an 8 here. There's something very significant that has been going on in regards to innocent people being set up for a Pinnacle reverse, Seven of Cups reverse, and this is a reality check. The Fool reverse. Some of you can feel like someone is trying to relentlessly do something to you. You may not have no physical proof of that, but you can feel that. This some of you need to pay attention to your intuition at this time and to let these investigators know, or there could be some investigators on a higher up level that has knowledge on what these individuals keep on doing to people. Yeah, the Six of Wands. They also know that you're a celebrity for some of y'all with the Six of Wands. They know that you're a celebrity. Seven of Wands energy. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Sound like to me there's a Queen of Pentacles reverse that's on an investigation right now. Individuals that are being seen to be trafficking their youngins and exploiting them for financial gain. There's something involving some feminists that's on an investigation and individuals that's connected to them that's abusing their authority. This is going to go back off on authority figures that's been working in the department for the last 18 years or so. They was able to link something back a long time ago, connecting this to other people that was falsely accused, and they had to serve time when they didn't even do anything. This is the ones that's guilty for doing shit. Look at that father reverse. These individuals are trying to relentlessly paint people out to be either bad father figures or trying to prevent them from being a daddy. But in reality, it's these pieces of shit that like to do shit like this. Yeah, Three of Pentacles reverse, the N in reverse, and the Two of Wands reverse. This is something that they're able to identify that don't want to end, involving a pattern. There's a pattern that hasn't changed over the last 18 years or so when it comes to this activity. Someone's going to be uncovering the fact that their daddy is innocent. If their daddy was ever put in jail with the 8 of Swords, but it could have got out though. One of these individuals going to figure out that their daddy was actually innocent, and that these individuals was coached to lying in on their daddy, lying on their dad, in order to disrupt a father and daughter, or father and son. Yep, that was purposely done in order to bring disruptions to them, to hurt that person, to cause emotional distress and turmoil within a family unit. Do they have pictures of that? See, that's the thing. Back then, they weren't able to do any of that to prove what was done. When in reality, you got a piece of shit like this that likes to sit there and set up people. It turns out this is the individual that is overly dominant. This is a very nasty, wicked energy. And everything is being seen through when it comes to these females that be operating in that energy, trying to get innocent men in trouble. So there's a group of investigators that are agreeing to protect some of the men that may be going through this situation, even if they're not a father figure. They're going against a group of feminists here, what it looks like. There's a group of feminists that's on an investigation that's connected into what it looks like is a cult. Someone's daddy was falsely accused and had to serve time over shit that they didn't even do. When in reality, you got this individual in reverse here. That's a stupid move on this individual's behalf, bro, to do that to this individual's daddy. Yep. I'm getting that there is possibly a covert vehicle. I'm not going to identify how it looks. It could be up to a bicycle. It could be a e-bike. It don't matter what it is. There's someone that's accumulating evidence. Just give me the vibes of some type of interceptance of conversations being had. They know what these individuals plan are with this message to Earth reverse. And they're stemming something way back 18 years ago. There's a pattern that has been being done. I'm also getting the people that this individual has been connected to, that has knowledge on you being done this way. These people are linked to this person that's been trying to get you in trouble with a situation that you're not involved in. In reality, is this individual causing you problems and trying to put you somewhere where you don't belong, and they're refusing to hold this individual accountable. This is something that feds are aware of. I'm getting the feds are involved. They're able to trace down a pattern of 18 or something more years of innocent people being done dirty, and they're always targeting the men. Yep. Trying to paint them out to be abusers, trying to paint them out to sit there to be harassers, abusers, harassers, fabricating shit about them to try to get in the way of their family unit, to cause disruptions. Yep. There's also illegal benefits that are also under scrutiny. These individuals that's trying to play as if they're victim receiving benefits for that. This is benefit fraud. They're going for the main one that's handing out these benefits because this is the main one that's the abuser. That's who they want. That's who they want. This is giving me the vibes of FBI Most Wanted. This is going to link back a case 18 or something more years ago. It may not even be a case. It could have been on a local level. But there's something very significant about these individuals trying to relentlessly target you, has drawn attention to the people in your surroundings. And there's something very significant about them looking up background history on who these individuals may be that's involved with this. And there's something coming back to someone's daddy being arrested on false charges. They could have tried to accuse that man of being a pervert. This is the bitch that's the pervert. And this individual that is behind the scenes that's supposed to be handing out these benefits are covering for these women. This gonna work against these individuals, bro. I'm telling you, with the three of Pentacle diverse energy. So it looked like to me, anybody that is connected to a beyond trying to set you up and falsely put you in jail or prison is now under scrutiny by FBI. Good. Because there's a pattern here of the last 18 years. I pulled that with this Eight of Swords reverse energy at first. And then you have the 10 right after that. So that will definitely represent 18. So throughout the last 18 years, there's been a pattern that has been being done involving this message of Earth reversed. These individuals benefiting off of something financially and involving a hell of a lot of setups, trying to make these individuals look bad when they're really not. Now, this don't go to the sweethearts out there that actually don't believe in doing things to hurt a man, but this is definitely a read that is going to resonate with a lot of father figures or people that may not even be a father figure right now with the father card reverse. These individuals right here are trying to get in the way to try to prevent you from being a daddy. Just know that you got people by your side protecting you and making sure your freedom is safeguarded from these allegations. And anybody that has been partaking in these practices, that's been committing this type of fraud and illegal activity, will be facing, I don't know when, but there's indictment energy. Even though that Eight of Swords is in reverse, I'm gonna tell you why this is originally in reverse because you're gonna be the one set free from it, while these individuals are held accountable on a federal jurisdiction because of how much this has been being done. This is a lot of fraud, a hell of a lot of fraud. Yep. And this is a pattern that is being seen that don't want to end. If some of you are a celebrity or a very well known influential person, it's something that's also being seen that these individuals don't want to stop trying to get in the way of your success with the Six of Wands energy, with relentlessly trying to cause you problems to try to put you in jail or prison. This is going back off on both departments, the police department and the sheriff's department. Both of them are under investigation for that. And I also looking back, they got some track records here that's leading these individuals to the ones that's in your surroundings that's been involved and engaging in these practices with relentlessly sitting there slandering your name, watching you unlawfully. It's being identified that somebody in your vicinity, their daddy, something is coming out about their daddy was set up. This could be looking back to the early 2000s. Watch. Their daddy was set up. Now you got one of these individuals suffering all kind of emotional pain and damage, depression because of that. Trying to paint this individual out to be a bad person, but yet there's something that they're able to get down to the bottom of. That this dude ain't what these individuals said he was. And any crooked detective that was involved at setting this dude up, that's gonna go back off on them. They could have been on the force for more than 18 or more years. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's the ones they want to get, bro. They also got some information on these individuals switching departments a hell of a lot. Why you switching forces? Why you going from police to sheriff, sheriff to police? What's going on with that? Oh, they got the track record. Know exactly why all this switcheroo type of energy is happening. You know exactly what you're doing, dude. They know about all this conflict of interest. Sitting there rather than holding each other accountable, you rather consulting each other for comfort and to make sure everything is okay, to make sure this stays a secret, right? Objection. Ain't none of it a secret when they already got into the information, what it looks like with the hermit card. They know what you're doing, but they have identified a pattern throughout the last 18 years, or could be more or so years. There's a pattern here of these arrest reports. They're going back through the arrest history here, what it looks like, to see how many people this has been done to. Yeah, because of the people that's been trying to screw with you is having a lot of negative attention upon them right now, bro. A lot of negative attention. They're being seen as nothing but liars, trying to step on people to get to the top. They're also being seen to be running for promotions. These individuals that they got working to do this shit to people, it's being seen that these individuals are having unlawful promotions. That's all under scrutiny right now. Yep. Why am I getting that something could be under scrutiny involving a pattern that has been done throughout the last 18 years or so? Nine of Wands reverse. So this all about some paranoia and fear too. These individuals haven't been really afraid to face any form of consequences for setting these individuals up. This is another thing that's being seen. Why they not afraid? Oh, that's right, because how can I say this? They're employing these individuals to do this with this money. This is illegal, unlawful employment. To have one of these individuals to work to do this, to commit these crimes, and yet blame it on the innocent person. That's why they haven't been scared. That's under scrutiny too. Why are they even being given a job like that to start with? That's not no legitimate job. That's illegal. Clarify this reading. The chariot again. Okay, so there's something moving forward. There's something moving forward. Clarify that. The Eight of Cups. There's something moving forward to where someone could walk away, or there may be a Cancer female on the way to help assist someone through a situation. Could be a Cancer male, but it could also be a Cancer man that's on their way to assist someone. They may have blonde hair. Oh, High Priestess, Pisces energy. They're on a way to help someone that's look like to me, if some of you out there has ever collaborated with these individuals and given them information, if you some form of medium or you're a channeler, someone could be helping you, or someone could be covertly, secretly watching over you and making sure that you're protected and helped out of a situation. That's right after the Eight of Cup. Somebody could be heading your direction. That's all about walking towards you like that. Why would they be headed this high priestess direction? Or this is their intuition, them trusting their intuition to go help you out with the Eight of Cups energy. Or this could be verifying something to them about this high priestess. For something to move forward to where there's a lot of walking away energy. Clarify the high priestess. King of Swords. Okay, so this is authority that could be trusted. Some of you out there could be speaking up on these matters. Hell, some of you out there with this high priestess and the King of Swords energy, this is giving me the vibes of a psychic detective. You may not have your credentials or be certified in that department. This giving the vibes of a psychic detective, or could be Queen of Swords. You could also be a feminine with the abilities, like even though it's a King of Swords, it could be Queen of Swords. You could be a feminine psychic detective. Could either be a feminine or a masculine psychic detective. If you are a psychic detective, you've been telling a lot of truth. You was able to analyze a lot of detailed information from your intuition and was able to prove something. Oh, so it looked like to me they want to work with a psychic detective now. Why am I pulling heavy level psychic detective? Because you are a little message of water. That's the page of cups. That means psychic messenger too. So yeah, you are. You are one of them. You are a psychic detective for some of y'all. You could be a water sign. They have Pisces, Cancer energy. Damn sure are. I represent psychic messages. Very in tune with your psychic side. That may seem skeptical to many, but these individuals right here, whoever is being guided to help you out of a situation, they have information that resonates with what you're able to channel. Yep. Hell, this person could be intuitive too, especially if they're a water sign, a Cancer or a Pisces. They could be intuitive too. I mean, they could be any sign and be intuitive, but it makes it even better if they are a water sign because the water signs are known to be the most intuitive. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. But anybody could be intuitive though. But that's the most signs that are known for their intuitive abilities. Lady. Mhm. Clarify the message of water. Look, the sun. Okay, so there's another. So all of this has been illuminated. So you was able to illuminate a lot of things and shine light down on the situation with your psychic detective side. You're also being seen as one of the most trusted ones rather than people that's certified with badges. Let that soak in. You're trusted over all these individuals where you at. Some of you may end up being certified in what you do with this high priestess energy. You may end up getting an unexpected certification at being able to actually carry a badge on you at credentials, but on your credentials, it's gonna say what you do. Some of you could actually receive that. I'm not really getting a big badge. Like, I mean, it could be like about maybe like this. It's giving me the vibes of like a miniature type of horseshoe, not a full size horseshoe. That's way too fucking big. No, not that damn big. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, psychic detective. You know what I'm saying? How the hell you gonna carry that shit on your fucking shirt? You know what I'm saying? That's way too big. Like that. That right there, basically cover a half your chest. But no, it could be like a miniature. I'm getting something very significant about a miniature horseshoe. It would be like that size. Imagine a miniature horseshoe. Don't you know horseshoes represent protection? If you was to put a horseshoe above your door, that right there would represent protection because it's the symbolism beyond that. If some of you out there believe in certain symbolism, horseshoes could protect you. There's a reason why I channeled it like that. Yep. But the badge would be the size of a imagine a miniature horseshoe, about like this, like that. So there was a lot of light shine down on the situation due to your intuition. Clarify that. Seven of Pentacle, the verse. You may have not have had any physical proof with the Seven of Pentacles being in reverse. That's all about not being able to prove something physically, but you was able to shine light down on things that was being done in order for something to continuously be manipulated with the Seven of Pentacles being in reverse. You was also able to shine light down on that finances are connected to this. This plays a big part in this situation. You was able to disrupt and interfere with some plots here. Your intuitive abilities was able to disrupt some plots. But it's like these individuals keep on going on with the Seven of Pentacles reverse energy. They keep on leaving something. Like when you call something out or illuminate something, it's like these individuals get scared, but they go right back and keep doing the same shit at thinking that they're getting somewhere with trying to build a case, a corrupt false case on you. And this was all illuminated here. They're not going anywhere with this Seven of Pentacles reverse. No, they're not. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles reverse, the Devil reverse. Did it? Some of these high up officials don't know what these individuals are trying to control, but it damn sure ain't gonna be you because you are someone that stands out with this, especially with this energy right here. You ain't the one that's gonna be controlled. You ain't gonna be abused through this situation. No, you're not. This is what they're trying to control the situation with nothing but fabrication, lies, financial mismanagement, trying to lie on you financially. There's several of things that these individuals have been doing, and you was able to illuminate all that, which is why they're not going to be able to control shit. But they're still trying, though. I can feel in the energy. They're still trying. They're still trying. Clarify the devil reverse. Four wands. They could be trying to do something involving neighbors of yours. It's all about neighborhood, but there's something very significant about a neighbor. They're trying to get you to appear controlling to a neighbor or something, a neighbor of yours. The thing of it is, why is these individuals paying attention to you? Why something keeps on being done in regards to a neighbor of yours directed towards you? That's the problem. What's going on with some neighbor energy? The world, something that's gonna close the cycle up. Oh, so this is the final go around here that's gonna actually close a cycle by these individuals possibly having a lot of information on some neighbors. Or could hell it could just be one neighbor. This is gonna better to close a cycle. Clarify that. Yeah, these individuals are out of control. Knight of Swords reverse. They're out of control and something's caught on camera too. I'm getting that this is being streamed in real time. Like all these conversations being had, all these individuals trying to set shit up are all under scrutiny because of all that being surveilled, what it looks like. Good, good. I'm also getting if they think that they're video chatting people and talking about you or doing shit in order to have you watch, while they're video chatting and talking shit about you or doing shit to try, like, even with your name being in these individuals' mouth, to try to hurt you, all those chat sessions are being surveilled from a court order. I'm hearing half of the neighborhood's phone is tapped. Their vehicles are bugged too, possibly. Good, 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 motherfucker. That's good for you. Excuse my language. I ain't really trying to channel that deeply into the message, but it's irritating. This needs to be stopped, bro. There's something about something being out of control in regards to air communication. That will be through the 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi. Gotta have signal to connect. King of Wands. There's a lot of passionate, X-rated energy being done too. That's out of control. But just like I said, they have to have signal somewhere in order to connect. Ace of Cups revert. This is upsetting. It's like I said, bro. Some of these individuals really don't understand law enforcement like some of us do. The real law enforcement. When it comes to not using that as a weaponization of power to gain power or control over others. Certain things being used when it comes to legitimate investigations involving a hell of a lot of stingray. They have a such thing as stingray. It mimics a tower to where it can extract data. A lot of these individuals don't know nothing about that, bro. It's like, but you got some of them out there that like to abuse their power to conduct searches and violate people's Fourth Amendment. But you got also the other side of the law. Me, I consider federal law to be the realest law of all time. But you got other ones out there that do things by the rule book and by certain procedure. They don't believe in violating people's Fourth Amendment. You have to have more than reasonable suspicion, probable cause. And with this situation right here, there's enough probable cause to prove what's going on in the vicinity of you when it comes to all these individuals grouping up together to try to hate on you, to try to set you up and put you in jail. With the Eight of Swords reverse, this is in violation of your Fourth Amendment. It's in violation under the Title 18, USC Section 241 of oppression. This is oppressive forces that are being seen in your surroundings that's relentlessly doing this in order to oppress your freedom. We're doing this to you to try to hinder and prevent you of a free exercise or enjoyment of your rights under that title and section. That's another thing that's being seen. So anytime that you travel, you walk out your house, you go for a walk to the store, you go to the grocery store, you go to a restaurant, you could be walking, you could be riding a bike, you could be riding a skateboard, you could be riding a scooter, no matter what it is. You have a right to travel. You have a right to not be falsely accused all day, every day. For somebody to try to relentlessly impede on your right to travel freely without trying to get you in trouble and trying to have you sit there and be watched. That's unlawful surveillance, bro. That's aggravated stalking. That's aggravated criminal harassment. That's for damn sure. And this is all tied into an extremism group. That's how this activity is being identified. And a lot of these individuals are being seen as traffickers. They exploit people. There's some embezzlement here too. These individuals also know that you are surrounded by the other word, that P word, P files. A lot of these individuals that has been engaging in this activity to do this shit to you are fitting the description of that because they got all the conversations intercepted. They know what these individuals are doing. They know exactly what they're about, what they've been doing for a long time. Ten of Pentacles of Earth. This is an illegal business, an enterprise being ran, but it's going to soon be obstructed. There's destruction coming towards this business's way. Ten of Pentacles diverse all about an illegal enterprise being ran. It's definitely represent on the logical meaning this is illegal activities. It's also connected to money laundering. It could represent disputes over inheritance, but this has a lot to do with a illegal business being ran to accumulate currency in multiple ways with abusing individuals. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Look, another card in reverse. Nine of Pentacles reverse. This involving get rich quick schemes, scheming, scamming, also skimming too. There's a lot of skimming going on here. Skimming. You know what this kind of reminds me of? I'm getting a script off of the movie Roadhouse. When Patrick Swayze said that guy was skimming at the register. This give me the vibes of these individuals like sitting there. It's like an open bar room with these type of activities going on. A lot of illicit, soliciting activities going on with this situation, even though it may not be a bar room, but it's like a big old club with a Ten of Pinnacle diverse. Even though people may not be drinking like that, they don't have any drinks to go up to the bar and buy a drink. It's the activities that are being ran that is mimicking as if this is a club or a ballroom that is out of control. Even though it may not be in a building that's in the vicinity of where you're at, within that town, city, or community, with its Ten of Pinnacle diverse. Anyone that's connected to this business, bruh, is doing things that are in federal law jurisdictional violations. This is a major problem. The strength card, Leo energy, this is a major problem. And there's enough strength on these matters to prove that this is indeed illegal beneficial enterprise being ran. They want the main one that's in charge of those benefits, handing out those benefits. That's who they want through this situation, and they got them. Yeah, these individuals are serving all right. Give me a closing message. They're also looking into how many people has quit the police force too, on both forces. They're looking into that, and they got the information why they quit because what they're doing is not ethical. King of Wands reverse at the bottom for the closing message. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Swords reverse. Look, they're under judgment for misinformation and trying to relentlessly hold you back. They're also under judgment for making a wrong decision, with lying on you and committing perjury. That's another thing that's I'm getting that these individuals will be held in contempt of federal court. They could be being held in contempt of federal court. Wheel of Fortune reverse. I don't know where that's coming from. They're gonna get their karma with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Look, justice for okay, so the justice system where you're at is held accountable, all of them. All of them that's working with this, all of them. Ten of Swords reverse, Ten of Cups reverse. All these individuals are under judgment for doing that to you. Nine of Pentacles, the message of air, that could be that surveillance card. That's the Page of Swords energy. You need that though. You need the surveillance team out there. Whether it's a covert vehicle that's rigged with a lot of technology and equipment on the inside, whether it's a van, whatever it is, it don't matter. You need that. You need that to prove what these individuals are engaging in. The strength, the Six of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Temperance reverse. Yeah, they ain't protected. They're not protected. There's also somebody in your energy being seen right this minute trying to swap destinies with you, and they're failing relentlessly. They're gonna get in a whole hell of a lot of trouble. There's a crooked authority figure here that's gonna get his ass in a hell of a lot of trouble for trying to switch destinies. All this is coming out, bro. All this perjury, all of that's coming out. Constantly making a wrong decision will holding you back with nothing but misinformation and relentlessly doing this over and over and over. I'm getting this is being surveilled. Good. Good. All of this could be going to a federal judge for evaluation for a warrant to be signed off. Good. That's what this needs. Situation needs that to stop these individuals. I ain't trying to blow nobody's cover, but that would be awesome if this is a federal judge here that's holding these individuals accountable. They could also be seen to be in violation and obstructing the US Supreme rulings too. Is another thing. Get them, Your Honor. That's right. We respect rightful justice. We respect rightful justice. It's kind of a tongue twister. We respect rightful justice and judgment. That's giving me the vibes of like a gavel. Oh, so this could be a federal judge that could be analyzing something. This is who's on the analyzation. Crooked authority figures. With the Ten of Swords being in reverse, these individuals ain't seen the worst yet. And they're analyzing a male authority figure right now, trying to switch destinies with someone. Yeah, you're gonna switch destinies, all right. You got a destiny right here to be in front of a federal judge, dude. Somebody that you don't know nothing about, you don't have conflict of interest with them, and to be sitting there right in front of a federal prosecutor too, and the U.S. Attorney's office, a U.S. attorney. Do you know them? Hell no, you don't. Excuse my language. Look, I ain't. It's especially this one, the higher up judge here. I'm gonna limit my profanity, even though I do have my right to freedom of speech, but still though, keep it professional reading. Just irritating. If this is not a higher up judge, this could be divine judgment. But I'm getting that this is external level forces that has these individuals under judgment also, with the wheel of fortune being in reverse. It's all about external level intervention to bring a stoppage to all these unnecessary delays with misinformation and injustice. Because these individuals keep on continuing on fake pages to ruin someone's destiny, and try to destiny swap with them. And it's all going back to some tyranny here. They're going to get in trouble. This ain't going to go how they expected with the Wheel of Fortune reverse and the Justice reverse. They're going to get in trouble for that. Somebody could be a Libra, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius. Clarify that. Clarify judgment. Yeah, this energy that's out of control, this reckless energy, this is also that X-rated energy. There's something that's also an evaluation with animal cruelty, animal abuse, with that horse being in reverse. That's what the Knight of Wands reverse means. That's the imagery originally on the regular tarot card. That's been depicted with the horse in reverse when that card comes up in reverse. So there could be an animal that's being hurt and abused. Could be a horse even that could be being seen to be hurt and abused. This is why this is under judgment. If it's not that, this situation being out of control and being very reckless. This is a reckless, arrogant energy with its Knight of Fire reverse. The patient man reverse, a lot of reckless energy involving trying to have someone sacrificed by manipulating the narrative, trying to get people to see things for who they're not. therefore trying to get the innocent person to be perceived as this nasty ass person. But yet these individuals are in there backing this type of behavior up. Ain't none of these individuals holding this individual accountable, and all of them know who this individual is doing this to try to switch destinies with this person. And all you got these locals doing, bro, just sitting back, watching, not doing shit. Why is that? Clarify that. No wonder why you need the FBI with this situation or the DOJ, because they're all in it for money. That's why. They're just mainly concerned about how much money they can keep on getting with the Seven of Pentacles. That's all they're concerned about. To see how far this is really going to be built to keep on continuing with that. Because apparently they get a good time and get a thrill out of doing this to you. That's all right. Each and every last one of them can answer to this federal judge, the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the federal prosecutors. You can answer to them. You're going to be answering to somebody. This is fucking insane what you're doing, bro. This is psychotic on a whole nother level what you're doing. This bullshit you trying to pull over with this situation, ain't none of y'all getting away with it. And oh, exactly my point, what I channeled earlier, conflict of interest. Exactly. Like I said, bro, it's all resonate with how I'm channeling those messages. When they're in front of a federal judge, they don't know nothing about that judge. They don't have contact. They haven't even been in his or her courtroom. Put them in front of individuals that they don't know nothing about and watch how they act. Then watch how they act. Watch how they get scared because they're used to being in their comfort zone. That saying, "Oh well, yeah, they could just do this and do that without being held accountable." Put them in front of a federal judge courtroom that they don't know nothing about, and watch how they act. Then watch the intensity, watch the anxiety come out of them. Even though the judge may not be intimidating, but still though, just asking certain questions while they're on the stand. Watch how these individuals act. That could end up what end up happening. What ends up happening with all this right here. They're not protected, that's for sure. Temperature verse ain't none of these individuals protected. No, they're not. No, they're not. They got a lot of strength on these matters, bro. Like these individuals ain't seen the worst yet because they keep on continuing. This is why this is under judgment like it is. Because they're being seen to be continuing with nothing but misinformation and trying to take an innocent person's destiny from them with destiny swapping them. This judge ain't fooling no, bro. They know who you are that's doing this to this person, and you get called out for that. You and your buddies. Screw you and your buddies. They can all get judged at the same time. I'm also getting this judge is not enthused at all with how many individuals you got sitting around this situation thinking that this is okay to allow this to be done to someone. Who are you, bro? Are you really someone that can be trusted to uphold justice? No, you're not. No, you're not. You all deserve to be under scrutiny. That's how this judge feels. You all deserve to be under scrutiny. You all deserve to lose your badges too. That's how they feel about it. You don't want to sit there and uphold the law. You want to benefit off of trying to switch destinies with people where you could come out of there. You just proven the US Supreme rulings when it comes to protection. Also, when it comes to the color law violations. You're not in there to commit color law violations to switch destinies with people. You're not in there to fabricate against an innocent person to purposely harm them, and yet you got these other officials sitting there acting like this ain't a problem. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This judge sees a major problem with that. The thing with this judge right here is you ain't getting nothing over on this judge. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're not going to have this judge fool. Oh well, this is who this individual. No, this is the destiny of what you trying to take from an innocent person because you trying to dump all your baggage and who you really are on this person. All of that has been accumulated. Thank you very much. All of it. It's been accumulated over time. This judge don't care about the profile picture of this innocent person being used to defamate their character. That's going to be used as credible evidence and show the intent beyond what this energy right here keeps on doing. This is who this individual is. This situation, bro, this energy up here ain't playing around. I can feel it. But this is the energy you need with this situation because of all this that's in the surrounding cards here. Especially with this is the underlying energy. This is tyranny, tyrant energy, bullying, abusive. Definitely tyrant energy. And this judge up here don't have no tolerance, has zero tolerance for that. They don't tolerate that type of behavior. The way it's looking here, they can all not just this energy right here, they all being seen as this energy in reverse. Because I'm gonna tell you why, this is who these individuals' destiny are. They want to sit back and allow this tyrant, this karmic energy right here to try to do this to someone's destiny. They're all the same. All of them. All of them. This how this judge sees it. Y'all all the same. Each and every last one of you standing around acting like you're doing something. You ain't doing nothing but putting yourself in a position where you ain't never gonna have power again. That false sense of security and power. You got to take it from you, bro. And that's good for you. That's good for you. I'm also getting to the federal agents that may have done this to remove this problem, to DOJ or FBI. They could be receiving a huge promotion for that because of them doing their job the right way. There's something that may go on to where they could receive a huge promotion for removing this problem. There's also a special agent that could be ranked up to the SAC special agent in charge. Keep following what is right. You never know who's watching. Keep following and doing things by the law book that y'all know is right. You never know who's paying attention. If somebody tries to sit there, see, this is the universe that will come through other people to try to test you. Do not take any bribes. Reject that. Keep showing that integrity. Keep showing that fidelity, bravery, and integrity. Keep doing that. If someone tries to offer you that, now I mean, if this is a form of like to test someone's loyalty, then I would say it would be okay. But later on down the line, it could be used against that person. As I say that, why are they bribing? Exactly. So that right there would be justifiable when it comes to testing, which I'm not telling anybody what to do. But for the ones that believe in doing their job the right way to uphold justice and to provide victims with the help that they're really deserving of when it comes to these situations, from what these timers keep on doing, keep your integrity because you never know who's paying attention. This can rank you up and put you higher up there if you really enjoy your job as a higher up official. See me, I support when this type of energy comes through my cards and things like this take place to where justice is served. This right here, bro, there's a whole nother level of passion that ignites through me. I love that. There may be other people out there that may try to talk you into doing certain things. Don't listen to them, bro. Don't listen to them. I'm talking to higher up officials. Don't listen to them. I can't tell y'all what to do, but hear my sound advice. Reject that. because the universe has its funny ways at testing people's loyalty. I would not agree, even though it may not even be a sting operation. I would still decline that because of who you are, what you're there to uphold is justice. There's innocent people out there that would love for you to come through and help and protect them and save them from these type of situations. They got people out there that rely on you to save their life, to pull them out these situations. Keep that in mind. They got people out there that sitting there suffering, crying, emotionally being abused, praying for federal protection upon them, and you're one of the angels God's calling to protect that person. That's the oath that y'all took up. Protect that person. Because this is going to come back 500,000 fold, and you will be blessed and possibly rank up to a higher position. May even put you in the SAC's position, special agent in charge. You never know. I'm here to speak life into these individuals and to speak that intense passion and intensity. When it comes to that, that's a divine blessing. The divine spiritual law is evaluating what's taking place because that's the highest of the laws out there. I know we have the supremacy clause and we have federal law, but that's one of the highest laws, spiritual law. And God, He's watching. Which I'm not really going to evolve like divination when I talk about the Most High. Like that, I like to put my cards up. But anyways, the read is done, y'all. Looks like to me these individuals are being held accountable for injustice. Let me go ahead and remove these cards before I get to a speech about God, okay? Put them away. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying about the Most High. Divine law, spiritual law is the highest law out there. And God, all the time, bro, He's watching, taking notes, observing, seeing who people's intentions really are, what they're really about. If these individuals are willing to do their job the right way, because under God's law, they're supposed to work for Him. Not for the Baphomet, not for none of this underworld creatures or occult. They're not supposed to be working for that, bro. They're supposed to serve under God's law. That means Jesus. They're supposed to serve under God's law. Because when people think of Jesus, they think of protection, right? Praying to Him offers you a lot of comfort. You feel protected when you pray. You feel a lot of negative things like release off of you. Exactly. Working under His authority and His law will provide you with that physical comfort. That means protecting you from the enemies of this country because that's what they are. These officials that are in these foreign corporations that are having wrongful jurisdiction to be committing treason and violating your federal protector rights deserve to be held accountable in federal court because that's where originally it's going to go. The agents could do things to build a case, but originally it goes to a federal judge and they have that final judgment. But you know who's working through that federal judge with these situations? God. God. We're talking about the legitimate God, Jesus. When a true victim gets their justice, when a judge slams down that gavel or signs off whatever they need to sign off on, or when a judge passes down that sentencing, that right there is judgment that takes place in the realm of the spirit too. God will bless that judge and make sure that judge is protected to the extreme, to the most. Because that judge is doing God's duties down here on this earthly realm. That's what it is. And not meaning that he's mimicking them or judgmental. God, there was a reason why that individual has those abilities. God granted that judge those abilities to pass judgment down upon these evil individuals that believe in causing harm. Like I said before, God's law is the highest. Some of you are being guided to pray relentlessly. Psalm 58. You remove these corrupt leaders and corrupt, abusive individuals that abuse their power. You command them to be exposed under the authority of Jesus Christ under Psalm 58. You expose these individuals under that Psalm 58. As some of you could pray that, as I say that, hey, may this be exposed to federal law under Psalm 58. May your angels, Lord, may your angels work through some of these individuals in a higher position. Whatever oppressive forces that are at work right now trying to prevent justice, you reject that, object it, and cancel it out under Psalm 58. You remove that demonic oppression off of those agents immediately, and God will begin to work through them. He may even put new ones on the situation. As I say, hey, these are some people right here that has very strong integrity. They have a very strong mind. They can handle a lot of pressure. They can handle intensity. That's the ones that you need. That's the ones that you need on that situation. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. The rest of them that may have not have did their job the right way all the way are gonna begin to look up to these individuals as to say, you know what? They're gonna follow their lead because they're doing their job the right way. And guess what's gonna happen? You have a chain reaction of now you got all the agents working together. You got all of them working together because it took a certain group of them that are very intense, that are very focused, and has that integrity, not just bravery, but integrity, and has that fidelity side to them, to where, hey, this is the right thing to do, to sit here and to work on that. And to also challenge other people that don't believe, like these people that try to get in the way, as I said, well, this ain't worth working on. They will stand up to people like that, as I say, it is worth working on. Don't you know these titles and sections of codes are being violated? It's in their jurisdiction to take care of this problem immediately. I don't care if it causes conflict. Sometimes you have to cause conflict. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to take risk. That's all about being brave because you're taking a risk for rightful reasons. And when it all comes out in court, you're gonna be you may just be one of the main ones, like I said, be ranked up to the SAC, special agent in charge. Now look at you. You're in a higher position. You know what I'm saying? Now look at you. You're gonna be more than happy that you went along with that gut feeling and had that integrity. Now look at you in a way higher position than you once was because it took for you to be that one brave one, that one that held that strong intensity about the integrity that you hold. And now you're in a position of where, hey, that could come through as an unexpected surprise. You never know. There could be something that takes place not long after that court date at federal court. You receive your ranking right there, your promotion right there. It could happen on that day, unexpectedly, all because you did your job the right way. You was the one that stood up, and people are going to remember that as I say that, hey, well, that's the one that originally guided us to sit there and work on this case right here. I'm here to remove the devil out of that agency. I'm here to remove his nasty big ass out that agency. Because you ain't gonna control no agents in the presence of me. No, you're not, because I'm gonna challenge that. I'm gonna drag that devil by its horns out that agency because you ain't gonna have these agents sitting there and not protecting me on my situation. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna execute some spiritual law knowledge. When it comes to Psalms, I'm gonna start reading the scriptures. I'm gonna run the devil completely out of these individuals. If he try to control them on a mental level, because you have to keep in mind that that's how these individuals are able to be controlled. It has to first control the mind through temptation. My job is to have these individuals reject temptation and object that, to be stronger than that. As I say, you know what? This ain't nope. Whatever these individuals have a belief in, when it comes to somebody else trying to brainwash them, as I say that, oh well, spiritual people don't deserve to be protected. I Under the U.S. Supreme rulings, they have increased protection upon spiritual leaders. Why is that? So therefore, I'm gonna bring the physical law knowledge into this physical plane and let them know that U.S. Supreme rulings has increased protection upon its spiritual leaders and religious people. So there you go. That means spiritual and religion. So you know what that means? You have every right to practice spirituality without being hated on, discriminated against. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, some of these agents are very well aware of spiritual people that practice yoga, that practice meditation, that practice Tai Chi. They know that they're not any danger to the crops or infrastructure. They're there to heal humanity, especially the spiritual healers like some of us are out there. We heal humanity. We may not be able to sit there and heal it with physical authority like the feds have, but when it comes to our spiritually gifted nature and being who we are, just the sound of our voice is able to catch people's attention in a specific type of way. I'm gonna tell you why, because that's God's presence that speaks through us. Intuition is God's protection, and when you use it, people will feel it. It may not all the way be Him, but that right there is an ability that He has granted some of His people. Everybody has intuition, but there's some of His people out there that He has granted an incredible gift to. I'm gonna tell you why that gift is there, because He has us working for the divine law. He wants justice to be served in this physical realm. He wants us to collaborate with the higher up officials. Even though it may be intense sometimes or where there's a misunderstanding or there may be something that they don't want to cooperate, keep on being stubborn, son. Keep on being stubborn. Keep on being stubborn. It's okay to get angry here and there. Just try not to let it go overboard. You keep on showing these individuals your determination. You keep on showing them. Because guess what? Eventually you're gonna have individuals that's gonna be like, you know what, this guy's brave, bro. This guy is actually speaking some truth. And when they go back and do their research within their sections, titles, and codes and U.S. Supreme rulings, they're gonna see it right there in the information. As I say, no wonder why this guy is standing up like he is. He's actually speaking some facts. It could be researched. It's in a law book. It's on the U.S. Supreme rulings. So therefore, it's going to better to bring their passions back. Because I'm going to tell you right now, these same individuals that's been involved with trying to switch and swap destinies with people have been the same individuals trying to swap destinies with the FBI to try to prevent them from doing their job. Because they don't want them to uphold justice. These individuals are justice abusers. They don't believe in justice. They believe in just us, which is just them. That's what they believe in. That's why they're cold as ice as they are. They have no heart, they have no soul. Because if you really pay attention to it, just ice. It's right there in writing. Just ice. Or if you say it justice, it sounds like just us. Don't it? Like just and us. Because some of them believe at self-serving, hurting people just to get off of that, just to get profit off of that. And that's wrong. That's not under God's law. That's treason. They are trying to rage war against the innocent people and putting the innocent people in a position of where they have to defend their rights. They have to make sure that they're not unlawfully arrested. And under a U.S. Supreme ruling of the 177 U.S. 529 1900 case of the U.S. Supreme ruling, ruled out that an individual has something about legitimacy. They have the right to resist unlawful arrest, even if it means by force. U.S. Supreme rulings ruled on that back in the 177 U.S. 529 1900. Do y'all research? Why is that ruling there? To protect individuals from being illegally detained or kidnapped. And arrested means the opposite of detained. That means that you're going to jail, prison. But when it's unlawful arrest, that means there's no legitimate probable cause. And you can challenge that when it comes to these color law violations that has been violated under the Title 18 USC Section 242. That's directly connecting it to the US 18. No, it's 18 US Code 201. That's directly going to be connected into the 18 US Code 1962 of RICO. Racketeer. Do your research. Some of us out there are not going to play. These individuals that keep on committing this activity, that's a violation of certain sections, titles, and codes, will be called out. We're not going to bow to demons. We will have them stripped of their false power in the physical realm by individuals that holds the authority and jurisdiction over them that can actually hold them accountable and to remove whatever suppressive or oppressive forces that's trying to prevent them from doing their job. That will be removed off of them too on a spiritual level. The devil is not going to win. Temptation of, oh, well, here's a little bit of money. Here's $100,000. Tell them to keep that for bail money. That's what I'd say. Better look like holding on to that for some bail money because you fried. That would be my response. Even if that's even enough for your bail money, that charge came for free. Them different counts of charges came for free. That would be my response. They want to be arrogant. They want to sit there and act like they cool or arrogant. That would be my response. They better look like saving that for their bail money. Fuck that money. And that right there is just proof that these individuals are in fear that try to hand that over. Scared to have consequences because they feel like money's gonna fix it. I'm gonna tell you right now, a wise person, money cannot manipulate or create this illusion of a quick fix with someone who's wise. The wise person will win because that's all about trying to cheat their way out of a situation. Cheating is not a legitimate win. And eventually it's gonna catch up. But them while doing that in the act right there on the spot, that right there is all about it don't have time to catch up because it's being done right there in the act. It's being done right then and there. So therefore it's a already loss. It's a loss. There's also a transformation taking place for people becoming more connected to their soul, to understand what it really is to feel those gut feelings and where these gut feelings are coming from, what it's trying to let them know. Therefore, it's going to better to have someone in this uncomfortable energy if something keeps on being done. That way that they could turn this bribery down. They're not going to take that anymore because I'm going to tell you right now, even if that does happen, they're going to continuously feel that uncomfortable feeling in their stomach, which is their intuition. It's going to relentlessly tug on them and tug on them like that. I'm going to tell you what that is. That's God making them uncomfortable. It's the Holy Spirit making them uncomfortable. Imagine dealing with that all day, every day, feeling that uncomfortable feeling. And you know something is wrong somewhere. Imagine feeling that. You think that's comfortable, bro? There's a reason for that. God's trying to tap you like this as I say, hey, pay attention to your surroundings. Hey, pay attention to your surroundings. That's him reaching at your soul like that and pulling at you. Hey, reach, watch your surroundings. That's also a form of your soul reaching out and tugging at you like that as I say, hey, pay attention. They say it comes through as a physical sensation. It's not really a physical sensation, bro. That's your spirit picking up nasty negative energy. You picking up a danger. You picking up danger in your surroundings. Especially when you feel that sinking feeling something's off. That's accurate. And that's way different than the mind. Because you're not thinking that in the mind, bro. You actually are feeling that. I don't know how you're able to feel that, but you can feel it within the abdominal section area. That's a huge discomforting feeling. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. When I talk about butterflies, either like that anxious feeling, like shaking like that. No, 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 no. You could be calm, and then you just feel this drop like that, or you feel something tug at you and drop at the same time at your intuition. You need to pay attention. You're gonna feel it too, bro. I'm telling you. But anyways, that's what I have for the read for today. Let's go ahead and get some cards of advice. I just had to put the divination cards away, y'all, when I go to talk about God. I give my speeches about him. I don't believe in mixing both together when it comes to like getting into a deep message about him. So what's the cards of advice? Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands at the bottom. The Sun reverse. Okay, pay attention to your surroundings. Seven of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Be happy. Be happy. Ace of Cups reverse. Make sure you protect your energy. Yeah, Queen of Cups reverse. Make sure you protect your energy. Yeah, Nine of Wands. You have every right to be on guard. Message of Earth. Seven of Cups reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Eight of Wands reverse. Message of Water reverse. And the Four of Pentacles reverse. I would protect your energy as much as possible. If you notice anything shady in your surroundings, make sure you collect documentation. This all about you paying attention to your surroundings. Collect documentation. Page of Pentacles all about producing evidence, or that could be collecting something that's suspicious in your surroundings with the message of air. It's all about not talking to anybody either with the Eight of Wands reverse. I would if some of you out there don't have anybody to talk to, I would keep it that way until this cycle is removed with the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Some of you are fine on your own with the Nine of Cups energy. If any of these individuals try to talk to you, I would not engage or send anything or sit there and talk to them. I would not talk to them. I'd sit there and look at them like they're stupid. But that's giving it attention, though. That's the thing. I just live as if they don't even exist with the message of air. Eight of Wands is in reverse. Be unapologetic too. Be unapologetic. You have nothing to be sorry for. Try not to go in circles with these individuals because all they're doing is basically going in circles with themselves. They're not doing nothing to you. This is the same pattern that practice that are being continued with this Wheel of Fortune reverse over and over and over. Avoid from being this all about avoid from being in this cycle here. How's this individual being guided to avoid being in that cycle? Five of Wands. This is more so about energy, energetically, spiritually. Don't allow yourself to be catfish energetically because they're trying to use someone else now. They're trying to get energy out of someone else now. It's basically one of these individuals trying to work through somebody else to try to present themselves as if, oh, they got feelings or something. No, they don't. No, they don't. Ace of Cups in reverse. Don't trust that, bro. Don't trust that. This ain't genuine at all. This is someone that's trying to work through them and all to get energy out of you to keep this on going. This is more. This is why this keeps on continuing. What it looks like, because they're hoping you'll give in, but you're not. Keep resisting that. Keep resisting that because eventually it's gonna break this off of you. Fucking desperate ass people, man. Like damn, bro. These us could drink like 20 gallons of fucking water like a shark or something. Stay being a genuine person, though. Stay being a genuine person, but I would not feed into this energy at all. Eight of Wands, reverse page of water, reverse. Nope, that's a catfishing energetically energy. That's an energetic catfishing energy. Someone is just trying to latch on to your energy to manipulate it. Some of you out there that may be knowledgeable about spirituality, you're fine on your own. I wouldn't even conversate when or talk to anybody with Eight of Wands reverse. Fuck that. You could. Some of you out there, you can make it on your own. Eight of Wands in reverse. Because when you talk to this energy that may be in your surroundings that may be trying to manipulate something, this right here is going to better to that's feeding it energy. I would not even communicate. Even if they tell you hello, I would just look straight past that. We're not talking about someone trying to cause you problems, but this individual is unaware that someone's trying to use their vessel and energy against them and all to try to get through them to get to you to try to attack you energetically. I would ignore it. Clarify the Five of Wands. Yeah, exactly. King of Pentacles. It's like there's a battle here to where these individuals really want to see if you're going to give in to something and you're not. And you're not. You ain't giving in the shit with that. With the Eight of Wands, you ain't doing none of that shit. What about giving in to Jesus? They didn't know about that? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's right. Jesus gonna run them off. Jesus gonna run these individuals out of there. He's gonna run them off. And look. Ten of Cups reverse. He gonna run all of them off. Look. Ten of Cups reverse. He gonna run all of them off. he gonna he gonna make sure. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be like they're a track star out there. He gonna run all of them off. They gonna be talking to each other too, look, while they running. Look, they gonna be talking to each other, sweating, huffing and puffing. They gonna look like a track star, bro. Whatever they are, I'm telling you, he gonna turn them into a track star. Like, damn, bro, I ain't never knew you could run that fast. You gonna see how fast they can run. You gonna see just how fast they can run. You know what I'm saying? See just how fast they can run. He gonna turn these individuals into a track star. Watch, I'm telling you. He's running them off. Why am I getting a good energy from the Most High Holy Spirit? Why is that? Why is that? Five of Pentacles. Because there's a change. There's changes. That's one of his numbers, 555. That represents change. Yep. I'm here. This is gonna be a cold day in hell for these individuals with the Five of Pentacles. A cold day in a That's like they better get used to all this coldness. Cause I ain't never seen these type of temperatures. Not until he intervenes. Yeah. Hmm. Yep. They're not used to these temperatures. I'm getting from this energy like it's gonna be a cold day in hell for these individuals. That's all about the car with the two people that's outside that building and they got snow on the ground, like it's a whole thing of snow, a blizzard happening. That's what this card means. With the tarot, like the imagery of the tarot card, Five of Pentacles. It's gonna be a cold day in hell for these individuals. And ain't nobody care either. Clarify that. Clarify that. Hmm. Clarify that. Oh, the moon reverse. Yeah, that's a reality check. That's a reality check because all these lies, deception, illusions, all these bullshit moon rituals. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Yep. Psychological rituals, mind manipulation rituals. Man, what they doing, bro? What are they doing? That's all they got. Knight of Pentacles. Look, judgment reverse. They didn't listen. It's all about avoiding the call, avoiding the call, avoiding the call, avoiding accountability, but yet also being warned at the same time. You need to quit. You need to quit. You need to quit. You need to stop. You need to quit. You tell these individuals like it's time to quit. Just quit. This means continue. And that right there was a warning as to say they should not have continued. It's all about it shouldn't continue. Clarify judgment reverse. Look, they're in the reverse. They also don't want to stop with necromancy. These individuals that was practicing that, it's all about death card, judgment card. If you look at that, they got the coffins on the judgment card. And with both of these being a reverse, it's all about conjuring up things that's supposed to be resting. Necromancy. Messing with graveyard, dirt graveyard. That's what they be doing at the graveyard, involving a lot of ritualistic practices involving necromancy. Sit there conjuring up individuals, disturbing spirits. Yep. Heavy on the energy, harvesting energy. That ain't gonna work. Queen of Swords. There's an official that was able to identify something was being done to them too when it comes to these rituals because they notice physical bodily symptoms of that. How their energy like got very low. They was fatigued. Their left ear could have got really warm or hot, and they could have started experiencing nothing but negative thoughts out of nowhere. It's like a reoccurring pattern of negative thoughts. That right there would be a confirmation to them of a monitoring spirit that's around them. And this was being done from necromancy. But they could have cleared their energy. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, the mother. The star it comes up in reverse. Something's telling me this individual knew where this was coming from. This was spiritual. So they could have knew this was spiritual. I'm also getting they got the authority to look into what's being done. They can see if these individuals are doing things to them or not. And I'm getting that they could have seen that these individuals was doing some type of energy harvesting ritual with necromancy mixed in. Just by them having awareness on that protected them. Just by them being able to see what was being practiced on them was enough to protect them, is what I'm getting. Yeah, oh, the top, damn. Scorpio energy. So this is a major change. A major change. This give me the vibes. This is going to lead to these individuals' downfall that keeps on practicing this to try to harvest off of the wrong individuals. To try to affect their energy like that. Thick ass individuals. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Give me one last final card for the closing message. Eight of Cups reverse. So this is all happening because these individuals refuse to walk away. So for the cards of advice, you're being guided to still be a genuine person, but I would not exchange any type of energetic exchange with any energy. Protect your energy at this time when it comes to your chakras. Protect that. Yep. But that's what I have for the current energy for today, for the reading. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, like there could have been a pattern throughout the last 18 years or so when it comes to something being practiced over and over with other individuals. Yep. But anyways, y'all, that's what I have for the reading. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe button. Donations link will be in the description box below. Till next time, peace.